Hello students, in this lecture we will study of Ohm's law. Let us consider that we have a conductor of length L and cross section A, and this conductor's end, both ends of the conductor are connected to a battery of potential V. So when the conductor is connected to the battery of potential V, then an electric field will induce or create inside the conductor, and in the conductor there are so many of free electrons which are moving in random directions or all possible directions. So due to this electric field, all the free electrons will try to align in the direction of electric field or opposite to the direction of electric field. So we know that electrons will align or will move opposite to the direction of electric field. So due to motion of the electrons, there will create a current, and this current and potential has some relation, and this relation is the electric current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to potential difference across two ends of conductor. When physical conditions such as temperature, length of the conductor, cross-section area or cross-section of the conductor, mechanical strain, etc. remains the same. Means the physical conditions must be same. Then the current flowing through the conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference. This is the Ohm's law. Means according to this law, if there is no change in the physical state of the conductor, and the meaning of physical state is length, temperature, area of cross section, mechanical strain, then the current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional applied potential difference across the ends of the conductor. Means the potential difference in between the ends of the conductor is V and current flow through the conductor is I, then V is directly proportional to I. Means by increasing the potential difference in between the ends of the conductor, then current flow through the conductor will increase. To decrease potential, current will decrease. V equals to IR, where R is proportionality constant, and here it is called resistance of the conductor, and the unit of this resistance R is ohm. Okay, means the Ohm's law is V is proportional to I, or V equals to IR, where R is resistance of the conductor, I is current flow through the conductor, and V is potential difference across the ends of the conductor. Graph in between the potential difference and current through the conductor, V equals to IR. So this is the equation of a straight line. So this will be the straight line. By increasing the potential, I will increase, current will increase, or by increasing the current, potential will increase. Okay, and the graph in between I and V, then I और V के बीच अगर हम बात करें, then again it will be the straight line, and V और I के बीच का जो ग्राफ है उसका स्लोप R हो जाएगा, and the slope of IV graph will be 1 upon R. Now deduction of Ohm's law. First one is microform or vector form. So we know that the current in a conductor, when the conductor is connected to a battery of potential V, then already we know that from the drift velocity I equals to NEAVD. This relation we studied in the previous lecture, relation between drift velocity and current. I equals to NEAVD, and the current density is defined as current flow per unit area. So J equals to I upon A. So NEAVD upon A. So current density is NEVD. So in vector form, J equals to N number density minus E, charge of the electron, and the drift velocity is charge of the electron minus E, electric field across the conductor या inside the conductor or created in the conductor, E vector divided by m mass of the electron into tau. Tau means relaxation time or time in between two successive collisions. So J vector or current density equals to n E square tau upon m into E vector. N number density, E charge, tau relaxation time and mass. This complete term is constant, so it is defined as J vector equals to sigma E vector, where sigma equals to n E square tau upon m. Or this is the conductivity. Means conductivity in term of number density, charge of electron, relaxation time and mass of the electron is n E square tau upon m, and the vector form of the Ohm's law is J vector equals to sigma E vector. You have to remember this mathematical expression of the Ohm's law in vector form. J vector equals to sigma E vector, where sigma is conductivity. And in the previous lecture we studied that sigma is conductivity, then resistivity is just a reciprocal of conductivity or just opposite of this. It means the resistivity will be 1 upon sigma, and that can be defined as m divided by n square tau. Okay. So this is the micro form of the Ohm's law or vector form of the Ohm's law. From here we can also define the resistance, okay, because we know that rho and resistance is equals to rho L upon A. So इसका जस्ट अपोजिट क्या हो जाएगा, रो, और उसको मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे हम L अपॉन A से, तो वहां से क्या आ जाएगा, रेजिस्टेंस. इसको हम आगे देखेंगे. Now we have to define the Ohm's law from the drift velocity expression. So from there we know that the current equals to NEAVD. N number density means total number of free electrons per unit volume. E charge of the electron. A area, cross section area. VD is a drift velocity. So I equals to NEA, and VD is defined as charge of the electron, electric field, relaxation time and mass of the electron. So I equals to minus NE square A tau upon m, and electric field is defined as V upon L. Okay, because we know that V equals to minus integral of E dot dr. Okay, so I equals to NE square A tau upon ml into V. हमने यहाँ पे क्या किया है, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड को डिफाइन किया इन टर्म ऑफ पोटेंशियल V अपॉन L, बिकॉज V इक्वल्स टू क्या हो जाएगा फिर E इंटू L. ओके, रियल में V क्या होता है, माइनस इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ E डॉट dl. ओके, so I equals to NE square A tau upon ml into V. So here I current flow through the conductor, and V potential difference across the ends of the conductor, and this is the constant term. So V equals to क्या हो जाएगा, इसको इधर लेके चले जाएंगे. So V equals to ml upon NE square tau A into I. So according to Ohm's law, V is proportional to, or from here or from this expression we can see that V equals to, there is some term into I, means V is proportional to I, where proportionality constant is this one, जो ब्रैकेट में टर्म है, that is the proportionality constant, और proportionality constant होता है हमारा resistance R. Okay, so V is proportional to I, this is the Ohm's law. तो अब हमने Ohm's law को कहां से डिफाइन कर दिया, ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी के एक्सप्रेशन से हमने डिफाइन किया कि V is proportional to I और V equals to IR, where R is resistance of the conductor, and that is defined as ml upon NE square tau A, where this bracket term is electrical resistance. So now electric resistance. The resistance of conductor is the opposition offered by the conductor in the flow of current through So it is known as electric resistance. Means resistance क्या काम करेगा, करंट को फ्लो होने का अपोज करेगा. That's all. Now from the Ohm's law V equals to IR, and from the deduction of the Ohm's law V equals to ml n square tau A into I. कहां से आया ये, अभी अभी हमने देखा था यहाँ पे V equals to ml n square tau A I. सो ये क्या हो जाएगा आपका रेजिस्टेंस R. V इक्वल्स टू IR से दिस टर्म कैन बी रिप्रेजेंटेड एज R. सो फ्रॉम बोथ इक्वेशंस R इक्वल्स टू ml अपॉन n स्क्वायर टाउ A. सो in term of resistivity we know that R equals to rho L upon A. Rho L upon A, so rho is defined as m divided by n square tau. और अभी अभी थोड़ी देर पहले हमने देखा था सिग्मा, एंड सिग्मा वॉज n e स्क्वायर टाउ अपॉन m. सो यहां से देखिए रेजिस्टिविटी और सिग्मा क्या है, एक दूसरे के रेसिप्रोकल है, जस्ट अपोजिट है, रिवर्स है. ओके, सो R इक्वल्स टू क्या हो जाएगा, रो L अपॉन A, वेयर रो इज रेजिस्टिविटी एंड दिस इज m डिवाइड बाय n स्क्वायर टाउ. See here, E equals to n square tau upon m. This is sigma, this is R, and m upon n square tau is rho. Rho is resistivity. So sigma is reciprocal of resistivity, and resistivity is reciprocal of sigma. So from here we also know that resistance of the conductor is directly proportional to the length of the conductor and inversely proportional to the cross section of the conductor, cross sectional area of the conductor. Means R is directly proportional to end, and R is directly proportional to 1 by A or inversely proportional to cross section area. As well as the resistance depends on the temperature as well as nature of the material. Temperature पे कैसे depend करेगा, क्योंकि by increasing the temperature number of successive collisions will increase. Due to this tau will increase or decrease. Tau will decrease. Tau will decrease, it means resistance will increase. Means resistance depends on temperature also as well as nature of the material. Now the next one is resistivity. So we know that R is proportional to L upon A, so R equals to rho L upon A. And we know that R equals to m n e square tau L upon A, so this term goes to rho. Means this is rho and rho is resistivity. So resistivity equals to m upon n e square tau, and its unit is ohm into meter, जो हम पहले से स्टडी कर चुके हैं. It is clear that resistivity of a conductor is independent of its length and area of cross section. यहां से इस एक्सप्रेशन से हमें पता चल रहा है कि रो जो है वो L और A पे डिपेंड नहीं कर रहा है. इट डिपेंड्स ओनली ऑन टाउ. टाउ मीन्स रिलैक्सेशन टाइम, एंड रिलैक्सेशन टाइम डिपेंड्स ऑन टेम्परेचर. सो इट डिपेंड्स ओनली ऑन नेचर ऑफ मटेरियल एंड टेम्परेचर. नाउ अगेन R equals to rho L upon A, rho equals to AR upon L. So if length of the conductor is 1 meter and cross section area of the conductor is 1 meter square, then rho equals to R. So from here we can define the resistivity, and the resistivity of a material is equals to the resistance of a conductor of unit length and unit area of cross section. मीन्स किसी कंडक्टर की लेंथ 1 मीटर हो और एरिया 1 मीटर स्क्वायर हो, देन उसकी रेजिस्टिविटी उसके रेजिस्टेंस के इक्वल हो जाती है. नाउ नेक्स्ट टर्म इज कंडक्टिविटी, एंड कंडक्टिविटी इज रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ रेजिस्टिविटी. ओके, एंड इट्स यूनिट इज ओम इनवर्स मीटर इनवर्स. ओके, सो कंडक्टिविटी विल बी 1 by rho. मीन्स conductivity will be n e square tau upon m, means reciprocal or inverse of rho. Now the next one is ohmic and non-ohmic circuits. तो जैसा इनका नाम है उसी के अकॉर्डिंग इनकी डेफिनेशन होंगी. ओहमिक सर्किट्स वो होंगे जो ओम्स लॉ को फॉलो करेंगे, और नॉन ओहमिक सर्किट्स वो होंगे जो ओम्स लॉ को फॉलो नहीं करेंगे. means the circuits which obey Ohm's law known as ohmic circuits. For these circuits, IV curve, and that is straight line, is a straight line, whereas the circuit which does not obey Ohm's law, or for these circuits IV curve is not a straight line, known as non-ohmic circuits. For example, non-ohmic circuits are like this, electrolytes. So इनका जो कर्व है current versus potential, that is this one. This is not the straight line, it means this is non-ohmic circuit. Like bulb of torch, I and V, this is not a straight line. After some time it gets saturation. So इस टाइप की जो सर्किट्स होंगे वो नॉन ओमिक होंगे. नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल इज पीएन जंक्शन डायोड, जो हम लास्ट चैप्टर में स्टडी भी करेंगे. तो आई और वी का जो ग्राफ होगा वो इस टाइप का होगा इसके लिए. ओके, तो ये भी क्या हो जाएगा, एक नॉन ओमिक सर्किट हो जाएगा. नाउ वन मोर थिंग फॉर द रेजिस्टेंस विच इज इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड दैट इज रेजिस्टेंस इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू लेंथ. यस, inversely proportional to cross section area. Okay, depends on nature of the material and depends on temperature. But resistivity depends upon nature of material, not on the geometrical dimensions of the conductor. Means resistivity और resistance के लिए बात ध्यान रखनी चाहिए, जो हमने अभी पढ़ा भी है कि resistivity doesn't depend on L and A, but resistance will depend on L and A. मीन्स रेजिस्टेंस आपका ज्योमेट्रिकल शेप और साइज पे डिपेंड करेगा और रेजिस्टिविटी नहीं करेगा, ये ध्यान रखना. और यहां रेजिस्टिविटी का एक और नाम है रेजिस्टिविटी और स्पेसिफिक रेजिस्टेंस. दीज आर द रिलेशंस जो आपको याद रखने हैं. ये टेम्परेचर से यहाँ पे रिलेट किया है. टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज अगर होता है आपका, देन व्हाट विल हैपन अबाउट ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी एंड रो, लाइक दिस. जब टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज होगा देन जो स्पीड है वो इंक्रीज होंगी, तो जो रिलैक्सेशन टाइम है दैट विल डिक्रीज. When temperature increases, the number of collisions increases due to more internal energy and relaxation time decreases. Therefore, resistance increases. तो in term of temperature जो है coefficient of resistance ये डिफाइन होता है अल्फा इक्वल्स टू आर टी माइनस आर नोट अपॉन आर नोट टी. मीन्स resistance at 0 degree centigrade, resistance at temperature, okay, and T is temperature on which we have to find out. So अगर हम कंडक्टर्स के लिए टेम्परेचर की बात करें कि रेजिस्टेंस पे क्या इफेक्ट होगा, so for conductors n remain constant, mean number density remain constant, but I decreases with increase in temperature because RMS velocity of free electron increases with the temperature. Hence, resistance of a conductor increases with increase in temperature. Practically, it is found that increase in resistance is directly proportional to initial resistance and temperature. So, increase in resistance means resistance at temperature T minus resistance at 0 degree centigrade. This is increase in resistance, okay, is directly proportional to initial resistance and temperature R naught into T. Alpha is a coefficient of temperature coefficient of resistance. So if we want to find out the resistance at any temperature, then we have to use this formula. RT, resistance at any temperature, equals to R naught initial temperature at 0 degree centigrade 1 plus alpha T. T is temperature, alpha is temperature coefficient of the resistance. It will be given in the question. This is the graph in between resistance and temperature. Okay, देन अगर हम अल्फा की बात करें, आर नॉट इनिशियल रेजिस्टेंस इज 1 ओम एंड टेम्परेचर अगर हम 1 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड से अगर कम ज्यादा करते हैं तो अल्फा इक्वल टू क्या बन जाएगा यहाँ से आर टी माइनस आर जीरो. See here RT minus R0, it means if the temperature of the conductor of unit resistance means initial resistance is 1 increased by 1 degree centigrade means T is 1 degree centigrade, then increase in the resistance will be equals to temperature coefficient of the resistance. Special case ये कोई बहुत बड़ी चीज नहीं है. फॉर सेमीकंडक्टर्स, सेमीकंडक्टर हम आगे स्टडी करेंगे लास्ट चैप्टर में. फॉर सेमीकंडक्टर्स आई रिमेन ऑलमोस्ट कांस्टेंट बट एन इंक्रीज्ड एक्सपोनेंशियली विद द टेम्परेचर. सो रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ द सेमीकंडक्टर डिक्रीजेस एक्सपोनेंशियली विद इंक्रीज इन टेम्परेचर. ये जो सेमीकंडक्टर क्या होते हैं ये हम लास्ट चैप्टर में स्टडी करेंगे. सो फॉर सेमीकंडक्टर्स द ग्राफ विल बी दिस वन. For conductors alpha will be positive and for semiconductors alpha will be negative. So positive होगा इनके लिए, negative होगा जो examples आपको given है यहाँ. For insulators N and tau both remain constant, so resistance of insulator remain constant with the temperature. यहाँ इंसुलेटर जो करंट का फ्लो नहीं करते हैं तो इनमें नंबर डेंसिटी और जो टाउ होता है वो कांस्टेंट होता है, तो यहाँ पे कोई चेंज नहीं होगा. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, थैंक यू.